Let me tell you about him. Hey, how to get him, he'll fill in all the voids. How to get him in that answer. Hey, maybe the pay, how to get him in that 9 grand, how to get him in that 8 grand, 8,000, how to get him in that. All right, I'm James Benton Pendleton. I'm a 2023 World Champion Automobile Auctioneer. I'm also the 2012 World Champion Team Automobile Auctioneer. I'm a husband, and I'm a soon-to-be dad. It's actually the last week of my reign as 2023 Champion of the World. The contest is Friday, but like my regular schedule, I work Tuesday in Cincinnati, I work Wednesday in Cincinnati, I work Thursday in Cincinnati, and I work Friday in Charleston, West Virginia. I travel about 1,200 miles a week. I run anywhere from 800 to 1,200 cars about every week, or units, not just cars, trucks, cars, SUVs, whatever, you got it. But like this week, it's the last week of my reign as champion, but also it's like the busiest week of my life right now. Got to sell Tuesday morning, sell Wednesday morning, got to sell Thursday morning, then run to the airport, fly from Cincinnati to Washington, D.C., D.C. to Jacksonville, try to catch a quick Uber ride, whatever they got for us, from Jacksonville to St. Augustine, probably get on the block somewhere 8 o'clock-ish, we hope. It's for Murray Brothers, Bill Murray and his brothers, Joel and a couple of those guys. And it's at Caddy Shack in St. Augustine. It's gonna be a lot of fun. That's Thursday night, and then catch like a 2:30, 3 o'clock shuttle that morning, try to run to the airport, catch a flight from Jacksonville to Atlanta, Atlanta to Indy. It lands at 8:41, and the World Championship contest starts at 9 a.m. And if everything goes well, I'll be there at 9 a.m. for it. But it's kind of where we're at. Tuesday, well, we leave here. This is my home. This was my grandparents' place. My wife and I live here. We've been living here full time since 2015, I think. 2015. And my mom grew up on this farm. My grandfather grew up on this farm. I was on the East Coast for a long time, auctioneering there. Made the transition back. Started working in the Cincinnati area. I worked Tuesday morning at a sale called Odessa of Cincinnati, and it's 171 miles one way from here to work. So get up, drive there, leave here 4:30, 4:45-ish, get there at 8. I got to be at a meeting. I try to get there at 7:45-ish, but meeting at 8:15, and then the auction there to follow after that. Probably run a couple hundred cars, back to the house, do farm work. We have the campground. It's about a mile and a half from here. It's called the Old Cornfield. We've had it for 12 years. It's 25 RV spots, and we got about 65 kayaks, canoes, like 20 tubes, something like that. We just rent a bunch of stuff there all summer. It's right on the river, and it takes the rest of our time up. But my wife's a horse trainer. She's a calf roper and a breakaway roper and a barrel racer, all that stuff that goes with rodeo. But she trains a couple girls every week and gives them riding lessons. One's my niece and the other one's a friend of the family, and they're always here. And we got 7 or 8 horses and a couple donkeys and a couple pigs and some chickens and 5 dogs and a baby on the way. So there's something else to add to the bunch. Go to bed, say if I'm lucky, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Alarm clock rings 4 o'clock, man. Right back up, right back to Cincinnati. This sale's downtown. It's not as far. It's probably like 135 miles one way. And then same thing, it's like Groundhog Day, you know, just another auction. A bunch of cars come in, sell them, try to get everything done, get a check and come to the house, same thing, right back. Now it's getting summertime. We got a lake and stuff. We try to fish at night, but, you know, a lot of work. So Thursday, if it goes like we plan, I work at another sale in Cincinnati. I think it's 145 or 150 mile there. And same thing, I sell commercial mainly there. A lot of rentals and stuff coming off lease. A lot of commercial stuff, vans, heavy duty trucks, dump trucks, stuff like that. It's a little break from the stuff I sell on Wednesday and Tuesday. I sell a lot of repo stuff. But a lot of commercial stuff, and then run with our tongues out, try to make it to Florida if we can on time. And you know, you get there, you try to get done, try to leave this place, get to the airport, make it through security, hope the traffic's not bad, yada yada, try to get on the plane. All right, so this will be Bill Murray's. It's called Caddy Shack Invitational. They have a big golf tournament there. I used to do some stuff from Major League Baseball and some guys that were in NFL and some PGA Tour players, more charity stuff. And I was doing a charity deal for Blake Bortles, used to be the quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a guy that's actually Bill Murray's handler kind of deal, manager, yada, whatever. He saw me there, hired me to come do their deal. And this will be the 3rd year doing it. Real exciting, it's cool. A lot of movie stars, Hollywood people, but you know, you can't be starstruck. You just go in there and go to work. It's work like anything else, but a lot of fun and pays good, so there's always that.
Here we're gonna get good now. 2-3. 3-4. 2,400. You're out here. 3-4. Gonna go. At 23. 2,400. 2,400. Yes or no? And that.
Last year, Bill was there. Joel, his brother, was there. Jamie Johnson was one of the music people there. Aaron Lewis. Like most of the things that Bill Murray's been in, there's like we do a golf bag one time that was a Caddyshack bag, and they might have that this year. He was in that movie Kingpin. It's Big Ern McCracken. They have the bowling ball that's got the rose inside of it. It's clear. It's always a big hit. You never know what it's going to bring. It could bring 5,000, could bring 20,000. You just don't know. A lot of real cool items. I saw a little bit of the list this year. I know there's a signed Eric Clapton guitar. I know there's just a lot of memorabilia stuff, a lot of unique things that you can't get anywhere else, that only Bill Murray and his brothers will be able to obtain and have at their auction for their charity. I'm from a low holler over here. I'm just being real. You know, you're on stage with Bill Murray, you're like, that's pretty cool.
Friday? Were you Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Friday morning, what time are you waking up?
I'm gonna say 2:30, 2-ish, 2:30, 2:35, we hope. I don't want to oversleep, but I'm gonna say catch a 3 o'clock shuttle, just because I know that's what time we got to roll. And 3 o'clock, we'll get to the airport 4:15 maybe. I think it leaves the ground at 5:05, so gives you time maybe to get through security and get checked in. That's about it. It's a pressure cooker. Like, I'm supposed to be there. It's not that, like, I've already took off work where I work at on Friday, so I'm not getting paid. And you know, as reigning champion, you're supposed to give the trophy to the next guy. And a couple of my homeboys are in it, and I hope they win. And you know, it'd be a real special moment if they did, to be on stage with them and hand them a trophy, somebody that I've, you know, grounded out with for the last 20 years doing the same thing. I got a couple of real good friends. First off, let me back up and start like this. In like 2007, like 4 or 5 guys, myself included, we all met at the same contest. It's called the World Automobile Auctioneer Championship. They call it WAC. It's WAAC is the, I guess, acronym for it, but it's the World Automobile Auctioneers Championship. It's a coveted title. They've been doing it since 1989. It's the best of the best in our game that come every year to compete for it. And like in 07, I met 2 guys there at the contest that were the same as me, struggling to get work, trying to find their way, trying to get their foot in the door, and went to the contest trying to meet other people that were doing the same thing that they were doing to progress your career. And ends up, you do the same thing. A lot of people, it's hard. Like my wife, her dad's a car auctioneer, but if he wasn't, it would be hard to talk to her about auction all the time. You take a guy that does the exact same thing you do, 400 miles away from you, and y'all sit in a room and start talking. You can talk for 5 hours about what you do every day, and it's like more strategy than anything. They kind of teach you their tricks, you kind of teach them your tricks, and get a blend and just talk and cut up. And we just all made real good friends, and just kind of a deal where we come up with the name Fire Breathing Dragons, FBD. And so there were 6 of us initially. One of our buddies just quit competing. He lives in Pennsylvania. He just quit. Like, I'm not going back. I'm done. Wife, 2 kids, big farm. He'll never compete as far as I know again. But another one of our friends, I guess you could say of the FBDs, I kind of broke the ice in 2012. Actually, my buddy Heath, I got a friend, there's 6 of us. Myself, a guy named TJ Freege, a guy named Heath Spracklin, a guy named Josh Hauk, a guy named Ben DeBrule, and a guy named Jeremy Imes. And Jeremy quit, he's done. Heath was second, I think, twice. I can't remember the years. If he was here, he'd be like, it was this year. He knows, that's just him. But I can't remember what year he was. I won the team in 2012, and I was second in 2012 in the individual. TJ won the team in 2014, and Ben won the individual in 2014. So collectively, we've got three or four world championships and a couple 5 or 6 seconds, and just never really got it done. And now it's like, so last year going into the finals, my buddy TJ and I were first and second going in the preliminaries, going to the finals. I ended up winning, he ended up like 4th or 5th, but it's the luck of the draw and maybe some of the cards you draw sometimes. But just like, we talk a lot of trash, like a lot of trash. And it's all FBD this, FBD that. Well, now they got kids that are auctioneering and they want to call claim to it. My wife's like, y'all think you're a big biker gang, but it's just kind of something that we all came up with. We've kind of stuck to it. And now it's almost 20 years in. It's our little club, but it means a lot to a lot of us, and it's more of a brotherhood than anything. And just like going that contest, it's like my buddy Heath, he's probably in his 50s now. He ain't competed in 8-10 years. And just knowing that I could come, like I didn't compete from 2014 until 2021. I quit too. I got tired of getting my butt beat. And you know, you can only stand so much sometimes, and I just kept going, kept getting beat, and just like, I'm gonna do something else, go work on Friday and get a check instead of going that contest and donating money and a entry fee and getting smoked. And that's what was happening. So I quit and talked a bunch of trash about it for a while. Like, I really just had my feelings hurt and just didn't want to do what it took to be better, to practice, to put in the time, to put in the hours, to put in the effort to be the world champ. And I just wanted to badmouth it and act like I did. And fast forward to 2020, my wife Lauren, she was roping one day, and I said, hey, you missed that calf. And she said, hey, you don't rope. If you want to get in a contest, they have a car contest I know of. So I had to saddle up, and I went out there in 21 and got smoked, didn't make the finals. I went back in 2022 and got smoked and didn't make the finals. And then in 2023, I won it. So it's like 12 years between my 2 wins, and just like a long grind, but a lot of humility and just a lot of different things that you learn along the way, I guess. But the cool thing is, like, my homeboys are going to be in it this week, Friday, and I haven't seen them. I haven't seen Heath in probably 7 months, and I haven't seen TJ in probably 8 or 9 months. I talked to him on the phone, but like physically seen him. It's hard to have a favorite. They're both my buds. Their kids are all in it too, and their kids are good, like real good. But I honestly think that when we get out there, it'll be a showdown between the 2 old guys. I just think the wily old veteran right now in this game is seeing things where wherever you draw in the contest, you see a younger guy that's been in it 5 times, and you'll just see what he left out and try to fill in that void and, make it happen. I'm excited to watch it. I'm glad I'm not competing. There's a big list. I think they told me 56 competitors, and 28 of those have been in the final before. So over 50% of the whole field of individual auctioneers have already been in the final. And just that kind of deal. I'm real excited for it, more than anything. I just like to see who makes the finals. I hope it's one of my friends, and if it is and they win, it's probably party in Indy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let go of you.
Your 2024 World Champion Automobile Auctioneer.
Listen.
Mr. TJ.
Refrigerator, baby! Ain't none better, son. Best to do it. Yeah, thank you, Joe. You know I love you, son. So from Indy back to Cincinnati Airport, pick my car up there, then come home, and then swimming trunks and a fishing shirt and a pair of Crocs and head to the river and hopefully tote kayaks. If not, then just kind of see what happens here. I got some other stuff I need to do, but that comes first and foremost at this time of year. But it all is contingent on the water level and what goes on there.
It's just a good change for like us and our family, and but yeah, on Fridays I'm ready for him to be home and to like help and, you know, just enjoy the weekend. But on Tuesday morning sometimes I'm ready for him to leave, but by Tuesday afternoon I'm kind of ready for him to be back home and, you know, do our thing. I'm excited about the baby. I think I'm like a realist, and I'm excited for him to be here, and James Benton's the opposite. He worries about every little thing that could go wrong, and, you know, I hope that when he gets older, he has a passion and a fire like we do about things. And I hope he's competitive, because if he's really laid back and kind of has that like I don't care mentality, it's going to drive both of us crazy, because we're both like super competitive people about what we do, and like we have like a passion and a love for it. And I hope that he finds that in something in life, whether it's auctioneering or horses or whatever it is. I hope he has the same passion that we do for what we do.
McCracken. Hey, maybe the batting, maybe the batting, maybe the 10,000. How do you maybe the $3 grand? How do you maybe the let's go? How do you maybe the batting, maybe the $1,000? How do you maybe the batting about 12? 12, 14. How do you maybe the batting about 14, 16? How do you maybe the 15, 16, 17? You're out there, Adrian. How do you maybe 2? How do you maybe the 25? How do you maybe the batting about 5? Your turn. How do you maybe the 2,500? How do you maybe the yes or no? All right, let's go. How do you maybe the batting about 5? 2,500. Now 3. How do you maybe the batting about 3? You're out there. How do you maybe the batting about 3,000? 3. If you're in the middle and you were bidding, you're out. I'm letting you know. I think maybe $3 grand. I got this gentleman over here, 2,500. 3. Maybe three. I think maybe that work big earns ball that $3 grand. I see you back here now. 5. I think maybe 35. I think maybe 5. Gonna go at 35. 4. I think maybe now 5. I think maybe 45. Getting good. Come on with it. I think maybe 5. 4,500 all. I think maybe 5. 4,500. I think maybe 5. All in. I think maybe 45. You want it? 45. 5,000. I think maybe 5. Let me get over here. I think maybe 5. I think maybe now 5. 5,500. Your turn. He's 5 there. Gonna be 55. I think maybe 5. Yes. I think maybe 55. I think maybe yes. I think maybe 6,000. I think maybe 6. I think maybe search. I think maybe come on. I think maybe 6,000. Hands high. 55 here. 6,000. I think that money. Now 4 here. I think maybe the bar. Now 4. Now 2. He did whatever he likes, and I appreciate all. Here's structural damage on the top. Hey, how much you go? How do you give me the 5? How do you give me 4? How do you give me 8 pop? What are you able to pay? Tell me. $3 grand. Anybody looking? Hey, bro. How much? Something. $2 grand. 1,500. I don't care where you start. Walk around that thing and make some money. Well, sure, you want to be 1,000. Now 12 and a half. Now 15. Anybody else looking? Here's no car makes money. 12 and a half. 1,500. You want 1,300. Park it. 13. You're out, sir. 1,300. How do you give me the 12 and a half? How do you give me the 8? Yes. No. 13. 14. Now you're out. Hey, 1,400. Your turn. You done? How do you get 1,300 on a phone call? Gonna make an if. He gonna show me. Here, how do you give me the here's F66 for you. Yeah, 23 model. How do you give me the Toyota? How do you give me the Prius? Hey, maybe the pay. How do you give me the 26,000 miles auto? Hey, maybe the 30. How do you give me the 28 grand? How do you give me the let's go? How do you give me the 8? How do you give me the 7? How do you give me the how much go? Hey, 25. How do you give me the let's do it? Hey, 5, 6 here. How do you give me the 25,000? How do you give me the 5? How do you give me the you want in, Steven? How do you give me the 5? Hey, 25 and 5. How do you give me the now 7? How do you give me the we got a man? Hey, 5, 7, 2. How do you give me the I'm gonna be. And 5 down here now 7 roll. How do you give me the all here? Hey, 25, 5. How do you give me the 7? How do you do it? How do you give me now 6? How do you give me yeah, you can go ahead. I now 2 and a half. Internet says. How do you give me the your outlook? How do you give me 2 and a half 5? How do you give me the 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 Corey, your outlook. Come on. Hey, now 7 and a half 7. How do you give me the now 2 and a half? Hey, do you give me the how we looking, Daniel? How do you give me the Corey's out now 5? Hey, 5, 7, 5. How do you give me the 5, 7, 5? half. How do you give me the let's go Quisenberry? Gotta go. And now 20 grand, 22 the half. Gonna man. How do you give me let's sell that thing, Daniel? How do you give me the medic, give me the 2, 15. How do you give me the medic, all in, all done. How do you give me the medic, give me the big? 20 grand. How do you give me the medic, give me the all in? Gotta go. How do you give me the medic, give me the 2 the half? How do you give me the medic, give me the all in, all done? How do you give me the $28,000? Every 97 round column, I can make the silver certified. I can make the 9, I can make the 8 grand, I can make a 5, 10 row, I can make the 5, I can make the 215. Very true, I can make the now, I can make the now 5. Into that 10 or 1 in, I can make the 3 4, I can make that 5.